My first question is to India Today's Shiv Arur. Shiv, what is the assessment as of now? Is this a major escalation in conflict, even though Russia claims its fighters did not come in contact with the American drone?
Gaurav, there's no doubt at all that this is a very, very serious incident. Whether it's going to lead to an escalation, it certainly has diplomatically. On the ground, we'll have to see in the days ahead, what the escalation really manifests as. But, for an advanced drone to be, allegedly disrupted by reckless flying by the Russians, bad enough such that it had to be crashed into the Black Sea, is a huge deal. These are drones worth millions of dollars. They are the very creme de la creme of the strategic power of the United States. These are drones that are operated from thousands of kilometers away and represent the real strength of the United States. And remember, this was an MQ-9 Reaper, which is an armed variety of the Predator drone. So losing one of these is has an array of implications, yes. Not just the loss of such an asset, but also the fact that such an asset could fall into the wrong hands. It could be reverse engineered by Russia or China. It could fall into Iran's hands. All of those implications are already there. Now, the Russians say none of the things that the Americans are alleging actually happened. Yes. They say that this was a provocative flight by this MQ-9 and it was engaged, and the Americans are making up stories. There are experts, Gaurav, who believe that this was actually exceptionally skillful flying by the Russians, because they know that if they didn't have the opportunity to fly, fire an air-to-air missile from the aircraft, from the Su-27s, the only option they had to bring that aircraft down was to conduct this very dangerous series of maneuvers to actually collide with that aircraft and bring it down after dumping fuel on it. So they obviously improvised. We can call it, the use of Jugaad air power to bring down a drone, but the implications will be felt. I'm sure the United States will have to retaliate at a time and place of their choosing, whether it is against air assets, whether it is vicariously through the war against, the war in Ukraine. We don't know that just yet. But the United States obviously will not take this lying down. The implications will be there very plainly for the world to see very soon.
Shiv, stay with me. Let me get in a voice from Kiev on this. Oleksiy Goncharenko, how does Kiev view this development? Is this a signal from Moscow to the United States and NATO allies, sir?
Hello, I think this is a provocation from Russian side they try to escalate, they try to engage United States to some kind of reaction. Because first of all, we should answer the question, did American US drone have a right to be there and to fly over the international waters? Yes, the answer is yes. They have this right, and it was not violating anything. So this drone had all the right to be there. So why Russia did it, and he did it now? I think that Russia now is looking for some kind of a victory, because they don't have any successes on the battleground in Ukraine from July of last year, so it soon will be 1 year. And that's why they tried to use this as a kind of to show Russian people that are still capable to do something, like, for example, to shut down this drone. But we just need to understand that the United States has more than 200 of such drones. So from the military point of view, that will change absolutely nothing. So that was just a game for Russian people, and also provocation, trying to engage United States more to the war.